The storm, which had spent hours slamming in from the sea, seemed to pause, then howl in a new direction, as if confused. The rain turned sideways. The walls creaked under the pressure. She lay in bed listening to the storm, fists clenched, heart aching with worry. Drift had survived decades of weather, but she hadn't faced a storm like this while half restored, fragile and floating. Finally, just before dawn, the storm began to die. The rain faded to drizzle. The wind dropped to a moan. The town looked battered. Branches littered the roads. Trash cans rolled in shallow pools of water. Shingles hung at odd angles from rooftops. She passed a broken fence and a fishing net tangled in power lines. The path to the cove was a mess of wet sand and fallen pine limbs. She ran. When she crested the final dune, her breath caught in her throat. The cove was wrecked. The tide was still high, the waves sullen and brown with churned-up muck. And Drift. She was still there, listing to one side, bobbing unevenly. Then she saw the damage. The starboard mooring had snapped clean. The bow had swung wide, slamming into one of the larger rocks that framed the cove. A nasty gash ran along her hull, fresh and jagged. Clara waded into the surf, teeth chattering from cold and nerves, and grabbed the side of the boat. The main line still held. The mast was intact. The sail was dry under its tarp. But the hull damage was bad. Paint peeled back like torn paper. Silas was right behind her. He didn't speak for a long time. Just stood there in his coat, rain dripping from the brim of his hat, watching her kneel beside the damage. Finally, he said, "She's hurt, but not dead." Clara looked up at him, eyes wide. "Can we fix her?" "It'll take time, but you've already brought her back once. This is just a reminder." "Of what?" He looked out at the sea, the waves rolling in slow and heavy. "That she belongs to it, and it doesn't give anything without asking for something first."